What's happening? Fear the Walking Dead, episode 2. So now we get to see the people from originally on the show and see what has been happening, where have they been, what have they been doing since the dam broke, got exploded, blew up. That's the thing. I was watching the episode and like halfway through the episode I'm like, hold up. Why are they just brushing over the fact that the dam blew up? We thought the characters was about to die at the end of the season last year. And it was a big thing that the dam blew up and stuff. And now they just brushing over it like it never happened. But luckily for me not to complain, a little bit over halfway through the episode, they did show that Nick is kind of having a PTSD from that situation. Because you know he used to be the one that wanted to venture off and he would go everywhere. Now he wants to just stay in one place. Because what happened with the dam scenario. So that messed him up. But after the dam, evidently, they found a settlement. They found a settlement at a baseball stadium or a football stadium or some kind of stadium. So it looks like everything is fine and dandy. They have crops. They got a nice food reservoir. It looks like they have a few animals. They planting. They doing their thing. They striving. They building like bedrooms and stuff. They trying to have a little remnants of society. They have plans laid out for they not to go past a certain boundary and protocols of such. And so it's looking like a nice little society. But of course things always take a turn for the worse. Like, I'm just thinking of it watching this episode and just thinking of The Walking Dead in general. Really guys, like we watching this show and stuff. Do you think humans are that bad? Like, if there was a tragedy and there was like no law enforcement, no rules or something, would we all be assholes like that? Like everywhere, is it like a psychological thing? And that would bring out the worst in us, or is it just something they do for the sake of the show, for it to be entertaining? You would think. I know like when Houston flooded and stuff, there are a lot of people from the kindness of their heart. They was riding around with big trucks and stuff and saving people and doing stuff like that. Whenever they had like Hurricane Katrina and stuff, I'm in Louisiana, like they was taking people in from New Orleans and stuff. I know there was a lot of fuck shit. Like the government didn't want to bring water and do bullshit, but there was a lot of good for bad situations. Like a lot of people went out their way to go help people. Like in Walking Dead, it's like people go out their way to fuck people. Like, excuse my French, but people go out their way to do some bull and just step on people's necks and take whatever they want. And like, man, is my crew stronger than your crew type stuff? It's like the worst part of the hood or something. I don't know. It's just not society. It's crazy. But enough of that rant. So, the protagonist in this episode, it winds up being the little girl. They have a little girl that wanders onto the settlement, and they take her in. They go try to help her. She points to a direction where her family is supposedly at. She lied to them. So they go put themselves in harm's way. Like the mother has always been like cautious. She's been like the mama bird or whatever. She does whatever to save her kids and stuff. I thought she was about to die in this episode because she jumped in. Like the woman went up like some kind of like, not necessarily a water tower, but like some kind of thing, and she fell in. She dove in with the woman full of walkers. It's like some sludge, and they fighting walkers in there. Like it looked like she was about to die for a second, and I don't know. It's like she just changed. Like people change so fast on Walking Dead. Like man, one day Rick is be the nicest guy in the world. Then one day, man, he just lie to everybody, or he goes crazy, he loses his mind. Then he gets his mind back, and he's back positive. Then he's back negative, and it's like that on Fear the Walking Dead. Like Nick is the dope head one day. Then Nick is a hero. Then Nick is a spineless coward. Like it's crazy how things happen so fast. Like the daughter was Miss Prissy. Now she's a stone cold killer. Pretty much, she's hard. It's weird. But what winds up being happening? The little girl lied, and she really was. She scopes the places out. If you watch the first episode, they had flags. When Morgan and them was on their route, they were seeing flags with numbers on around areas. And on episode 2, you seen the old group of people, whenever they was on their routes, they seen these numbers also. So what this is, these gonna be the protagonists of this season, I guess. This is gonna be their governor, their Negan, I guess you could say. Like they take over settlements and they stake their flag or whatever. It's like some military Napoleon Bonaparte type ish that they doing. And I don't know, I guess you're gonna see how they go about it. From this episode, they find people weaknesses and stuff, and they expose them, and they starve them out, or they just drive them out some kind of way. So what happens? The girl was stalking the place. She was scoping the place out. She found out their weaknesses. She reported it back to homeboy, so he used that against them. The crops and stuff. Well, after they saved the woman, they wound up coming back. But the crops they were growing, they got mites and stuff just tearing up their crops. So they about to starve out, I guess. And the people just waiting on them outside. So they don't really show the downfall of it, but they just jump from that to the end of with the first episode, how that ended with them all meeting up together. So I guess that's a little foreshadowing, and for who the enemy is in this season is gonna be the people with the flags and stuff, and it's just a weird thing. It's kind of crazy. I guess they're gonna get together and try to take them down or whatever, but it's pretty interesting, except for just the time jumps. But I guess they setting everything up. They set it up for them to meet up. And they've all finally met up after 2 episodes. So it's, I guess, going to be on current times for episode 3. And they be kind of intermingling. Because the first episode was a Morgan and them episode. The second episode was the old group. So it's they setting the scene. But we see how it's going or whatever. I hope they show some more of the dam and how they survived it. Like, individual people. I don't like side episodes. I hate side episodes. Like in Walking Dead and stuff, I hate when they have like a unnecessary character and stuff, and they have a time jump backwards and they show stuff. But I ain't gonna lie, I wouldn't mind this, because that's driving me. How did they survive the dam? And what happened to them right after? So if they would do that episode, I wouldn't really mind it. Because I think that's just that's too important of a scene to just brush over. But they might show it, since they showed it's affected Nick so much. But this episode, it was alright. It was alright, man. Shit, I give about a 7 out of 10. About a 7 out of 10 on the episode. It's still setting things up. But I like Fear the Walking Dead. I'd rather Walking Dead characters, but as far as story, Fear the Walking Dead has a nice story, because like Walking Dead, it's kind of hard to be original whenever they have like 100-something comic books of it. So they have, it follows the comic, but they change it a little bit. But if you read the comics, you still kind of know, you have a little blueprint. Like Fear the Walking Dead, there's no blueprint, so everything is a surprise. So that, to me, story-wise, it helps be original. But fuck with your boy. Like, comment, subscribe. Could be the greatest and the most hated. Peace out.